Now, what I do remember very, very clearly is one day, and I must have been around 4, we must have just returned. I remember my mother sweeping the floor, and as a normal 4-year-old, I wanted to sweep the floor also. I wanted to emulate. And I asked her for the broom, and she handed me the broom, and I remember very clearly not accepting it. I said to her, put it against the wall, and then I'll take it. What happened was I treated this woman as a complete stranger, and I could not take things directly from her for quite a long time. She had to first put it down, then I would pick it up. And that's what happened. That's when I swept the floor. At the same thing when we were eating. When I asked her for anything she'd hand it to me, I'd say, put it down first, and then I'd take it. Of course, I don't remember how long this went on. Eventually, I must have realized that she was my mother, that she was no stranger. I don't know exactly how long that took. There's no way of finding out. But this I remember very, very well. The episode with the broom and not accepting the broom from her directly. This is very vivid in my memory. I would like to go back a second to the evening when I spoke to my father on the telephone. It was that Thursday, April 17th. After I spoke to him on the phone that evening, and not being 100% satisfied with his answers, I had decided to write to my aunt who lives in Israel for more answers. She's my father's sister-in-law. Her husband is his brother. My uncle and aunt have 2 sons, and my 2 cousins. We've all been very, very close since way, way back in Antwerp, where we all lived next to each other. My aunt knows of that period very, very well. In fact, over the years, she was always the one who would tell me about this little incident and that one. And I wrote to her urging her to answer me as soon as possible regarding all these questions about why it took me at the age of 1 and all that business. I'm still waiting for the answer. Of course, it's only 3 weeks ago, but I was hoping to get an answer already. I made it sound extremely urgent, and I hope to get the answer soon. I always felt very, very close to that aunt. She's the most wonderful person I've ever known. My uncle died last October in 1974, and he was one of the most wonderful people I've ever met. Him and my father are absolutely such opposites, night and day. My uncle was warm, kind, loved his 2 sons. For his family, he would do absolutely everything, anything in his power. And both of them, my uncle and my aunt, they were the kindest, gentlest, warmest human beings I've ever known in my whole life. Anyway, when it was time to escape from Belgium at the time of the war, of World War II, we made all our escape together also. It was, they went, my father, my mother, we all took the same train that night and escaped. In fact, most Jews who lived in Belgium at that time, and most of them lived in Antwerp, they all fled to France thinking that France was bigger, would be and it would be much easier to hide. Well, I will get to that part another time. Our escape from Belgium to France. I'll talk about that another time. I just don't know. I don't even know where to really start. Do I start from after Romania, those 2 years between, from the time I was 4 till I was 6, and then just to go on each year what happened? I have no idea how to go about doing this.